Okay. Well, that's another one. So, welcome back to another episode of Devil's Den. Devils just finished losing yet another game to a team that they absolutely should have beat. New Jersey loses 2-1 against the Columbus Blue Jackets, making their what? Sixth, seventh loss in a row. They're what, 1-6 in their last 7? This is so heart-wrenching to watch. Because not only are they just bad, because they are, this team just sucks right now. But it's painful to watch because it's not a bad team playing like a bad team. Look, if you're Columbus, you know your team is bad. So when they step out on the ice, you expect them to be bad. When you've got Ottawa or Buffalo or Chicago, when they step out on the ice, you know going into the season that they're going to be bad, that they're not going to do well. The painful part about being a Devils fan right now is that this team is so good. They're so good. And they played so well last year. And now we get this. And it sucks because of how good we know this team can be. Again, there's a difference between you suck and you play like it, and we know you're really good, and you give us this half-assed, lackluster, don't give a shit play. Do we just not care anymore? Is that how this is going? Do we just not care? Because I refuse to believe that on a team, and I know I say this every single video, but it's true. I refuse to believe that a team of Timo Meier, Jack Hughes, Jesper Bratt, Tyler Toffoli, Dougie Hamilton, Andre Palat, Dawson Mercer, Alexander Holtz, that you can't score, that you can't win games against teams that it's so obvious that you should be able to win, not just beat, but clobber into the ground. I have no confidence tomorrow night that New Jersey beats Buffalo. I have no confidence in their ability to do well. Now, I'm more than happy to be proven wrong, but the way they're playing it just sucks. It sucks to see they're playing. It's I don't have a better word. I don't have a thesaurus on me, but they just suck right now. You get beat 4-0 to Detroit, which a lot of people saying we should have won, but you know what? Detroit beat us first game of the season. Okay? You lose to Detroit 4-0. You lose today to Columbus 2-1. What do you think is going to happen against Buffalo? I don't know what you guys want me to say. I really don't. It's so disappointing. And I hate saying that because I have tried so hard all season to keep a very positive outlook on the season and how they're doing, and this is just a bump in the road and we'll get over it. But they just look like they don't care. They don't care. They go into the first period and they don't care. They go into the second period and by some miracle of God play worse in the second period than they did in the first period. And then they go into the third period, and it's like, well, we're down by a goal. I guess we should put up like 30 plus unanswered shots against Merz Lincoln, who, by the way, played so well tonight. He really did. He faced 41 shots, let one in, made 40 saves. New Jersey has this unbelievable ability to make goalies, which are well below average, to like look like gods. Like, it looks like we're playing against Brodeur, but we all know that we're not. And to be clear, this is not, shade at Merz Lincoln, because I think Merz Lincoln's actually is not a half bad goalie. But like, god damn. Damn. 41 shots on net. And you've got Jack Hughes on your team. You've got Jesper Bratt. You've got Andre Palat. You've got Dougie Hamilton. You've got all these guys, and no one can get the job done? Really? Really? And before anyone says or wants to rag on the goaltending tonight, Schmidt is not responsible for any of the goals tonight. Okay? He gets beat on a breakaway, which is the second goal, and Dougie Hamilton goes, well, I could skate to chase the puck, but instead I think I'll throw myself in the air and wave my stick. Great defense tonight, Dougie, by the way. And the first goal, like, you got a Columbus guy which goes up the side of Schmidt, and instead of Siegenthaler taking one guy and Hamilton taking Jenner, who, by the way, is sitting a foot in front of Schmidt, two of them, Hamilton and Siegenthaler, decide to collapse in on one Blues Jackets guy, and he goes, okay, well, if you're both going to cover me, then I'm just going to put it to Jenner, who, I repeat, is sitting a foot in front of Schmidt, and all he has to do is just one-time it into the... What do you want Schmidt to do? Like, what do you want these guys to do when the defense, and this is going to be a running theme throughout the video, just doesn't care? Hamilton should be benched or put on the bottom. Make him play with Brendan Smith. Like I said, he sucks tonight. And he's been sucking the last couple of games. Hamilton is not... He sucks right now. He sucks. And, like, he gets a goal every once in a while, and everyone is, like, clamoring at, oh, look how good he is. But he sucks right now. He just sucks. I don't know. We've got Buffalo tomorrow. I guess we'll see how that goes. I know this was a really depressing, video. And I don't want to be depressing. I don't want to be upset. I don't want to be nagging and complaining about the team, because believe me, there's already a ton of negativity online with the Devils. But like, I'm not coming at this with a sort of anger. It's just it's disappointment, because I know how good these guys can be. I know how good they are. And they just I don't know what it is. Is it coaching? Do we get rid of Ruff, who did great with our team last year? Do you trade goalies? Okay. Who are you going to go for? Fleury? Allen? Saros? Like, really? Genuine question. Who do you want to go for? Who do you want to go for goaltending? Because it seems like everyone's pretty much locked up. Nashville has made it abundantly clear that they have no intention of getting rid of Saros, and that they actually want to sign him to like a multi-year deal extension. So, like, Fleury, Quick, no shot you're getting Quick now. He's playing unbelievably well for the Rangers. Like, I don't know. Do you go for Allen, who just had who played with Montreal? Do you go over Halak, who just had a tryout with, I don't know who it was, but Halak you go for as like a backup, like a 1A, 1B again with Vanacek or Schmidt? I don't know. You want to go for defense? You want to pick up, Zadorov from the Flames? Okay, great. You know what this team needs? If you're going to go after anyone, you've got to go after a defensive defenseman. Because this whole team is oriented around these fast rushes on the offense, but our transition from offense to defense, it's awful. We cannot transition. You've got all these guys rushing up the ice on these fast-paced, speedy, offensive pressure, which New Jersey's great at, but they can't recover defensively. And you've got all the defense, who is also ironically offensively oriented, moving up, pinching with the play, but the minute the puck comes back the other way, they can't recover. You saw Dougie tonight try to recover. He went in on the offense, got caught pinching, they tossed it up the ice, and all he could do was throw himself with his stick. I don't know. But they've got to get a big defensive defenseman. Like big, broad-shouldered, tall, stand him up at the blue line type of guy. Because if you can get one or two of those, if you want to have an offensive defenseman, that's fine. I don't have anything against offensive defensemen. But when it's all offense, no defense, dear God, it's awful. And God bless Colin Miller. God bless Luke Hughes, who are trying so hard out there, especially on the power play. He's really noticeable. But, everyone else just doesn't want to do anything. Siegenthaler. Speaking of defense and playing actual defense, Siegenthaler was what? Plus 30, plus 40 last year as a defenseman. Tatar was like a plus 40 as a forward. I don't know, or was it Siegenthaler or was it Graves, who now we don't have? This team needs someone to play defense, so when the team inevitably can't transition back to D, you've still got your defensive defenseman there to recover. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens tomorrow against Buffalo. I will make a video for that game. Please, God, if we lose to Buffalo tomorrow, I'm not going to be giving you guys a sad, depressing video. It's going to be me just screaming and maybe throwing stuff. Because this is insane. It's great. We're near the bottom of the Metropolitan. Forget the East. We are I think we're second, third worst in the Metropolitan? The New York Islanders have more points than us right now. Islanders, who aren't projected to make the playoffs, are doing better than we are. Pittsburgh, who is kind of a not make the playoffs wildcard team, has more points than us. This has got to stop. Washington, who is not projected to make the playoffs this year, is second in the Metropolitan. They've got to do better. New Jersey's got to do better. And if they don't, then changes have to be made. Extreme, radical changes have to be made if this team can't get their heads out of their asses. So, that's going to wrap it up for me today. I will make a video for tomorrow against Buffalo. I'm also going to be making a video once we hit 20 games. I'm going to make a quarterly breakdown video for the team in terms of how we're doing, who I think deserves the most amount of criticism. That will probably be a more lengthy video. That'll be coming soon. Like I said, once we hit 20 games, I'll be doing that video. But yeah, end of the line is just do better. They suck right now. We'll see what happens. Okay? So, I'm going to head out. Have a good one, guys. And to all, to every American who's watching, happy Thanksgiving. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.